What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. In this very short video, I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about what I learned traveling through Europe. First things first, this trip would not have been possible without my American Express Gold Delta Sky Miles card. This card has allowed me to rack up so many points. I'm gonna be receiving free flights in the future because of the money I spent in Europe. 0% interest for the next 12 months. So all the money I spent in Europe, I don't even have to pay on until next August, which is really great. If you're interested in checking out the American Express Delta Sky Miles Gold Card, which I use on a daily basis, go ahead and click my referral link below. So obviously traveling through Europe was a very eye-opening experience. I've been to other countries in the past like Israel, Mexico, Canada, Nicaragua, Bahamas, just to name a few, but I've never been to Europe. I heard Europe is extremely beautiful. I heard there's so much culture and history there, but I've never been able to see it for myself. So I had high expectations going into this trip. The three places I visited was Paris, France, Zurich, Switzerland, and Milano, Italy. These are all really incredible places and they all have their own unique character to them. And I'm not gonna pretend like this trip enlightened me and I came back with so many incredible experiences, but I do have to say after traveling for a little over 2 weeks on my own, it was a lot of growth that happened. I was able to learn a lot, not only about other cultures and the way other people live, but about myself. And there's a few reasons why. The first reason why was I was a little reluctant to take this trip in the first place. Obviously, we are in the middle of a freaking pandemic and the coronavirus is going crazy, not only in America, but in other countries in Europe and around the world. Especially in Italy and France, and Switzerland as well, they're taking the coronavirus extremely seriously, a lot more seriously than us. To go into restaurants in Italy, I had to prove my vaccination. To go into bars and clubs in Italy, I had to prove my vaccination, as long as Switzerland and France as well. I just feel like Italy was a lot more strict about providing your vaccination card. So that's first things first. So not to say that the coronavirus was what was holding me back from traveling, but I have inner fear of doing spontaneous things like that. This trip was very impulsive in a way, and I didn't plan much of the trip prior to getting on the plane and flying over there. I originally started in Dubai for business purposes, but my point is that I am someone who has a lot of fear around doing things out of my comfort zone. I mean, it's not hard for me to ask the cash register for a discount, and I can do a lot of things and talk to random people without being scared, but traveling across the sea to a foreign country where people don't speak English is something I was really afraid of. And mixing that with the coronavirus and cases spiking and stuff like that, it was just something that I was a little afraid to do. So the first thing I learned was that doing things that you're scared to do are not as scary as they seem to be. They're not as scary as they seem to be for so many different reasons. I don't know why I had this fear of getting on a plane and flying 14 hours to Dubai. I don't know why I had this fear of getting on a train and sitting next to people that don't speak English. I don't know why I had a fear that I wasn't gonna be able to pay my bills. I don't know why I had any of these fears around traveling. But now that I did it, traveling is going to be so much more easier in the future. And I'm just super grateful that I did this and I stepped out of my comfort zone and I did the thing that I was afraid of, because now I'm planning another trip to Japan and I'm planning another trip to Thailand and Hawaii and Las Vegas and all these cool places that I had some friction around doing in the first place. So a lot of the personal growth for me came from just doing the trip in the first place. A lot of us have jobs. A lot of us don't really have the freedom to travel. I'm super fortunate that I work remotely with my life coaching and health coaching business. And even though I have to be in Palm Beach County, Florida to sell real estate, I can take off 2 weeks or so because I don't really have a boss. I don't get paid a salary. I work when I want to work. And there's been so many people who have been huge pieces to my success, and I cannot do this alone, and you know exactly who you are. But I really wanted to say that even if you do have a job, even if you do have something that's holding you back, plan a trip, plan something where you're going to be able to see more of the world and be more of who you truly are. Because sometimes when we're stuck in our environment for too long, we start to just conform to all of the things that are around us, and we're not able to be our true selves in just a thriving environment without any worries. Growing up in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, I've spoken about this numerous times. Everyone here is like super rich. There's Bentleys and Ferraris and Lamborghinis and everywhere, and multi-million dollar houses right around me. And it's something that has been forces. They're like these subconscious mental forces that have been pushed into my brain that I need to be a multimillionaire, that I need to have a Lamborghini, that I need a big mansion on the water with a 40-foot boat. But that's not what I care about, and that's not what I like, and that's not what I value. I value freedom, I value mobility, I value doing things on my own terms. Even if I was getting paid $1 million, I still wouldn't work 9 to 5 for someone I didn't like, doing something I didn't love. So I feel like in Europe, their mindset's more towards the latter, meaning, they're not worried about becoming rich. A lot of people don't even invest in the stock market. Stuff there is a lot less expensive, and it's a very easier, more tranquil type of lifestyle. In America, we're always go, 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 go. What's the next crypto that's gonna 10x? What's the next stock that's gonna double up my investment portfolio? Where's the next real estate deal? What's the next movie? Who's the next popular artist? What's the coolest watch? Like, there's so many. How can I get more followers, right? Like, we're all like chasing something that at the end of the day brings us no value. But in Europe, everyone is just chilling, especially in Italy. I mean, it was like Tuesday at like 2 o'clock and the streets were just full of people sitting outside, drinking a glass of wine. And that was like really inspiring for me, because I come back here and I'm like, look, work really isn't that important. Yeah, I'm going to still work. I'm going to work my ass off. And I feel super inspired right now to get back to work and make a lot of money and serve a lot of people and provide a lot of value to not only my life health coach clients, but also my real estate clients as well. But, it's just really inspiring to see that way of life and see how people live over there, not really like chasing all the material type things that I feel like we chase over here in America. So my point by saying that is that I was stuck in my environment for too long. I've been training for Ironman, and I've been building my life coaching and health coaching business, and I've been working hard in real estate, and I've been meditating and reading books, and I'm going through the routine and the mundane activities of waking up at 5 a.m. and reading and meditating and making my bed and writing and showing houses and working with life coach clients and posting stuff on Instagram and recording YouTube videos. It was like becoming tedious. It was becoming redundant. I was starting to lose that passion. I was starting to become burnt out, right? And then I go to Europe, and I don't do any of that stuff really. And then I come back and I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to get back and be at the gym at 5 a.m. and train for Ironman and eat healthy and provide and serve and bring value to all the people that rely on me. Like, that is what I love to do, and that's what I'm gonna continue to do. And Europe invigorated me. I feel reborn after going to Europe, and it's just more anxious. I'm more anxious to go to more places. So that was really beneficial for me. So the first two things I learned the most is getting out of my comfort zone, and also like getting out of my environment and seeing different ways of life so I can get back to what I love doing best. Besides that, honestly, a ton of people smoke cigarettes. It's freaking gross. Everyone over there smokes cigarettes. People in Europe kind of just like live in their own world, and I do not want to generalize European people. There are obviously people that don't smoke cigarettes in Europe, and I can't put everyone that lives in Europe in a container, but what I can say is that everywhere I went, people were smoking cigarettes. Out of all the places I went, I think I know that Paris was by far my favorite place. Paris is such a beautiful city, and if you want to see more of the city, you can click this link right here and watch my Paris bike tour. I biked through Paris for like 2 hours, and it was just so beautiful. There's so many little streets, so much character, so much detail, so much beauty in all the buildings and everything. It's a crazy place. Like, oh, and then traffic. Traffic is something over there that is so different than America. In America, there's traffic lights. In America, you wait for the people to cross the street before you go. Well, in Europe, especially in Italy and Paris, people just walk in the middle of the street and cars stop for them. Cars are not, there's no lanes. Like in Paris, there's no lanes. Like, you're just driving, right? So I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't think it was super safe, but I didn't see any car accidents. But when I was riding my bike and I was running, I went on like a 5-mile run in Paris. You got to keep your head on a swivel. You got to pay attention. You got to be alert, because you do not want to get hit by a car. If you are feeling inspired right here, right now, to do something out of your comfort zone, to do something that you feel has been causing some fear inside you or anything of that nature, I really encourage you to do it, because I promise you it's not as scary as it seems. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this YouTube video. I highly encourage you to check out the American Express Delta Sky Miles card. This is not an ad. This is me just promoting American Express Delta Sky Miles card because this is what I use. And if you use my referral link, I will receive a $100 credit. I'm being fully transparent here. That's why I'm doing this. They did not pay me to do this. I'm promoting this card because I get a $100 credit. But let me tell you something. Over the last 3 weeks, I've already racked up 125,000 bonus miles, which is like 5 there and back flights to Hawaii. And on top of that, I don't have to pay any interest on the money I've paid for 12 months. So I have a $6,000 credit card bill right now of all the money that I spent in Europe, and I'm gonna make minimum payments for the next 10 months and then pay it off in a year from now after my stocks and crypto grow. So look, I'm using money the right way, and I wanna encourage you to be more financially responsible. And if being more financially responsible is something that you are more interested in doing, shoot me a DM on Instagram with the word money, and I'll be happy to provide you with a free financial assessment by yours truly. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe, hit the like button, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and peace.